of camping and be out of doors. He longs to find that adventure his Boy Scout handbook and his Scoutmaster said he'd have when he joined the troop. He wants a taste of the challenge that only living in the wilderness can give a boy who likes lots of action and lots of fun.
Yeah, but where are you going to find such a place? You're lucky if you can find enough green grass to set up a pup tent. There's not many places to hike without bumping into people either.
There is a place, Scout. And your Scoutmaster is going to tell you a troop about it at the next meeting. He'll tell you it's a camp called the Robert S. Lyle Scout Reservation, 225 miles north of Racine, right in the heart of the great Wisconsin North Woods. You learn that Lyle is 640 acres of wooded wilderness, a rugged terrain where wildlife abounds. Deer often come in early dawn to feed on the plains. 2 lakes are wholly within its boundaries, and fishing is good. It's all here, all you've been dreaming about. You and your patrol get all the information from the Scoutmaster. He tells you the green bar has picked the 4th period, and now it's up to you and your patrol to work out the details. Your patrol begins a camp savings. You make weekly payments, so by the time summer comes around, you're all paid up. The patrol decides what they want to do at camp. Lyle Scout Reservation is your camp, and you decide the program you want. Do you like boating? You'll get in lots of swimming. There's archery and rifle range, lots of opportunity for nature study. And what a place to hike. Your patrol's ideas are put together with those of the other patrols in your troop to make up the week's program. The Saturday on which you leave for camp finally comes around. You and the others in the troop arrive at headquarters where you get a recheck by the doctor before boarding the buses and saying so long to the folks. When you arrive at camp, your gear is taken to your campsite, and your Scoutmaster checks in with the camp director, who tells him your equipment is ready for setting up camp. And here's your new home for a week. You attend church services at the beautiful chapel on the Sunday you are in camp. Chances are it's at the waterfront that you'll be spending a lot of your time. You're checked out on your swimming ability, Maybe you'll be a deadweight, perhaps a beginner. For the tops, a swimmer on the checkout day. But most boys end their week in the swimmer class. You'll learn about the buddy system, for in camp operation, top consideration is given to your health and safety in all things you do. The staff gives you some basics on canoeing and boating. You find out that it's here at the waterfront you get your swimming, life-saving, canoeing, rowing merit badges, as well as that mild swim patch you've always wanted. It's fun to cook outdoors, and your patrol has looked forward to it. You pick up your patrol supplies at the commissary in the main lodge before each meal.
Everybody happy?
If your patrol is on an outing, special menus are available. You'll be making many fires for your meal making, using the plentiful deadwood around camp. While your buddies are making the fires, you're reading the cooking instructions. There are lots of different menus to try out. You might even try some baking.
Everybody happy? Today is Thursday.
Today is Thursday.
Thursday.
Roast beef.
Wednesday.
Soup.
Tuesday.
String beans.
Monday.
Salt and pepper.
Everybody
Cleanup's a
happy?
cinch. Everything you use is paper except the pots and pans, and if you're wise, you won't use many of these. So, when you finish the meal, dishes end up in the fire. One of the other patrols in your troop scheduled a boundary hike that takes you all over the Lyle Reservation property, all 640 acres. The hike takes the boys through woods lined with birch trees and areas that look like the jungles of South America, across marshland and prairie land. The halfway mark is the Wolf River, crystal clear water with a sandy bottom. Your patrol chose the overnight canoe trip on the wild Wolf River. Canoes and scouts are transported to a landing for the start of the trip. Each canoe crew, generally 2 scouts, is responsible for canoes and their share of gear and food. With patrol flags flying, you're off. Only one portage around the dam. After camping last night at the outpost where the hiking patrol had lunch, you paddle the second half of your trip to a landing where your patrol is picked up. Back at your campsite, there is so much still to do, but your patrol manages to get in a lot. You've even found time for a contest with another patrol. You also take time each day to rest, perhaps to drop a letter home, or just watch the chipmunks playing around the tents. Mindful of your obligations to do a good turn daily, your patrol is at work on a conservation project at Lyle. It's a kind of thank you for those dedicated scouters who made Lyle possible and made your wilderness dream come true. In a way, you hate to see that honor campfire time coming around, even if your patrol does have a great skit planned. Tomorrow afternoon, you go home. But as the scouts join together in fellowship on their last night, you feel the spirit of good scouting all around you. And it's a chance to look back on 7 wonderful days. Days of camping, fishing, cooking, canoeing, as your patrol learned to live together and got to know each other a lot better.
One thing's sure, the guys and me agree. We're coming back next year. There's lots more we want to do and do again. We like this living in the wilderness, man.